오사시 보기 도시니메도 자마마리 라마올리니지 니에데기니엠바디 상계신도 이대오바 인조코노 나만다 신의나 주마 이당구루라메달라감니야나야
상제 초장수의 다르게 다르게 노라벤제 산제로 상제
초단수기 초남나 정주바두다니 격수지 나게 주님께 손남게 로라벤제 상계 좀하쇼
상제
초단수기 초남나 정주바두다니 격수지 나게 주님께 손남게 로라벤제 상계 좀하쇼
I don't remember. 하다라면서 맨쪽에 하다라면서 맨쪽에 하사카사 그래서 하다라면서 사실 담배 중에 드시지 That's almost I forgot. It's like that. Due to obscuration, even something that you normally remember person then certain times then you don't remember. So similar is the prayer that you recite. But normally then there's certain times you don't remember. Okay, so yeah, due to obscuration. So due to obscuration, that's the main one. But then, say, people might say due to food, due to food, due to I don't know, something caused the mind to remember it. Yeah, Alzheimer, maybe Alzheimer. Oh. Maybe I'm going through Alzheimer. I should be going to hospital. Alzheimer.
Alzheimer's.
So you go to hospital or where? Huh? Where the people stay? Alzheimer people stay. Huh? Stay at home. A home. One home. Lama is a teacher from Tibet, and my teacher, since Tibet was to come to China, so Vajrasattva Rinpoche, who had been professor I don't know how many geshes have been professor of university. The other day, maybe others, I don't know, was Vajrasattva Rinpoche, who was an outstanding teacher, even in Tibet, Sarakasan Devon, was known. So, I think maybe I told here before. Must have told before, I think. So, there's a Chicago, there's one Tibetan family. So they went to buy small plane, I guess. They went to Musang. So the plane dropped, the whole family killed. So the family who were left in Chicago, so they came to medicine, center named Deer Park. So to request to make prayer for the people who died. So Geshe called all the who was there, Lama's Geshes, who was there. So called, and then the elder Geshe, there was a Geshe Tabge. from some comes and Geshe Sopa's disciple, Geshe Tapke was there with from Tibet. Then all the monks gathered, outside their towns gathered. Then Geshe Sopa Rinpoche said, we're going to do 8 prayers. You know, there's common 8 prayers to recite normally in the monasteries, but among so, you know, so that was not sure can remember or not. Since from Tibet, Isha said, since from Tibet, since he left from Tibet, since not recited the 8 prayers. So, not sure what I can remember or not. So they then Geshe Tapke led one Mara or one Pema whom we begin with that, then 8 prayers he led. So Geshe could remember. So at the end, when he finished, he can remember everything. He can remember everything, even though it has been that many years ago, maybe 50, I don't know, a long time ago since left from Tibet. So, I can remember. He said, I said, I can remember. That's yeah. So what's like that? You see, in the case of Geshe Sopa Rinpoche, it has been, I don't know, 40, 60, I don't know, 50 years since he escaped from Tibet. How many years? Huh? 50 years, yeah. So, but we still could remember the 8 prayers. The started from King of Prayers, and the prayers from Vajrasattva, and the prayers could score the prayers, the Pure Land, and then prayer, no beginning, no end, by Lama Tsongkhapa. The Lama is here, often recite this one. It doesn't recite all the prayers, but this one. Then there's the Amitabha Buddhist prayer, and Tsembe Guzon short prayer. Then, so they're totally age. Not Tsembe Guzon, there's one short, I don't remember. Well, he said, I can remember. So I think my view, I don't know what the Western people, scientists or biology, or I don't know which category, which part it goes, I don't know. So I don't know what they will say. Somebody who has very clear mind, can remember the prayers, example, but that even didn't recite for 50 years, but could remember what they would say in the West for that, how they explain about that. And those who don't remember how they say. So anyway, so cause of Dharma, I don't know, I don't remember that show. So what the scientists say, scientists or biology, or I don't know what they say, main cause that. So I mean, in my view, my own view was probably that's very opposite to Western scientific view, I think. So his life has been, you see, his life has been pure. His life has been very pure in the whole his life. Monk, very pure. So he never lost his essence of his body, the sperm. So very pure. So that's why the memory is very clear. As is even the prayer 50 years ago didn't get it, but I can remember everything. So it means many teachings. Even the teachings started from Tibet, you see, could remember, you know. So his mind is like common, his mind is like text, like library. See, Dr. Lama Zopa Rinpoche, bodhisattva, from whom his owners received elaborate commentary of bodhisattva. In India, his mind is library, like library, Sudha, Tantra, everywhere. It's like a library, totally. You can quote it to everywhere, to every volume, like that. So this is so. So this is my view. So I don't know Western world how they would say cause of the Alzheimer and who has such a clear mind can remember like that. I don't know what they would say. So I haven't heard. That would be very interesting. But I don't think they would never relate to the pure life. I don't think so. I don't think at the moment. Maybe later they develop. So science is still developing. Still is developing. I was told by my English teacher, she's from the London, the part of next to London, Ireland. She was from Ireland. She passed away many years ago. Yeah, she's very good. She's a good lady. She told me that the scientists never tell a lie. Whatever they discover, who is the head of the scientist? I forgot the name. The one expert, Einstein. Yeah. So never tell. They said never tell a lie. Whatever they discover, they say. Never tell a lie. So anyway. Still, you see, it's still the process. So I hope they come to know karma is went to the mind. Everything came from mind, and everything created by the mind. Everything comes from the mind. So I hope that. Say very, that's the most important discovery, basis of Buddhism. So therefore, all the happiness comes from mind. This life, next life, liberation for samsara, enlightenment, everything comes from mind. And the hell, samsara. Yeah, all the sufferings came from mind. So therefore, then, don't commit any unwholesome action. Correct only wholesome action. Subdue one's mind. That's the conclusion. But that's it. Subdue. Therefore, subdue one's mind. This is the teaching of Buddha. Oh, you see, so very clear. This is the teaching of Buddha. Oh, only subdue your mind. You see, you're doing lots of prayers, mantras, reading lots of texts, doing prayer, but never subdue your mind. Even though you become so expert explaining Sutta Tantra by heart, all these volumes you can remember by heart, you can explain, but never subdue your mind, never touch your mind, never subdue your mind, and your attachment grows, your anger grows, your ignorance grows, your pride, I'm learned, pride grows, your arrogance grows, you see, your jealous mind grows. All the worse than before you did know Dharma, that mind, and now much worse, more difficult in the people, more difficult. You cannot be stay in peace. You can more difficult among the other people. It's always competition over this. Or they don't know. I know all this. Pride and jealous mind. Then Dharma practice never done. You did a lot of things, so explain, but practice never done. You understand what I'm saying? Practice never done. The practice means subdue your mind. Dharma practice means subdue your mind, making less anger, less attachment, less ignorance, less pride, less jealousy, less all that practice. You understand? Oh, now you have to understand what means practice. If that's happening, it means you are doing practice. You are practicing. I tell you. So that's easy. You have to examine your mind. Even you know nothing except Om Mani Padme Hum. But by reciting Om Mani Padme Hum, you see, you become kinder to the sentient beings, even the animals, even the insects, and people, you become kinder, you become more compassionate. That's practicing Dharma. You understand? Kind of compassionate, you're practicing Dharma. So it's great. You understand? So in Lukla, this Sulkhamba airport, Upper Sulkhamba, this is for the very first airport, Lukla. You fly, I don't know, half hour, it takes half hour. So, you fly Kathmandu to Lukla, then you walk maybe 2 days. You walk up anyway to Namche Bazaar, then from there you go to trekking the mountain or Tibet or, from there to Laos or, to different places. So anyway, there is almost every place there's small temple. So lay people, they do Nyungne. The lay people do Nyungne to Sagatawa and Buddhist before miracle power, the 50 days, although they do Nyungne and 8 Nyungnes. And there are many old people, women, men, old people gathered to Nyungne, even though they have no idea, they have no intellectual understanding Dharma, not at all. But they have incredible devotion, Christianity. And then the compassion, trust, by reciting by the power of mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. One time lady I met, Lukla, one of those who were doing the newness, all through the year, all their life. So I met one lady, and I feel there's no intellectual understanding see nothing. But as I met, I feel great compassion. That lady has a great compassion. I feel that. By reciting Amitabha Buddhist, you see, like that. But, that's incredible. That's incredible. So the benefits of mantra. So often his own Lama says, the Amitabha Buddhist mantra, they to get power, you get, things, the negative motivation can rise. But Amitabha, there's no kind of, you can control other sentient being or to harm or nothing. Amitabha, you see, is naturally have to have a peaceful mind. Motivation is not all that worldly mind, you see. So, it's also, when you said Amitabha. So the Khata, So the particular, the most important benefit is develop compassion towards numberless helpless, numberless hungry ghosts, numberless animals, numberless human beings, numberless beings, asura beings, invisible, to your enemy. Not only your friend, but to your enemy, to a stranger, or sentient being, English that for us ordinary being, and this enemy, friend, stranger. So anyway, then develop compassion to everyone, all three, to everyone. Oh, that's the main unbelievable. Then goes on, develop compassion. So then you can give your happiness, Buddhist mind, completely to one sentient being's happiness, to every sentient being, and take all their suffering, you experience all their suffering. Voluntarily, most happily, the most happy, more than others' happiness for achieving liberation, beautiful state, peace for themselves. More than that. Even to one sentient being, you develop compassion, that becomes cause of enlightenment. That makes you achieve enlightenment. No compassion, no enlightenment. The total cessation of obscuration, growth, completion, realization for sentient being age. So that most important. So, one thing. That. So that there's no general compassion even to one sentient being, one insect or one human being, or then that's the best. That's then can achieve enlightenment. Okay, so therefore, as I mentioned already, I went through researched the Genesis, teaching, so I went through the quotation of that, so I don't have to go through again. The most important Dharma practice is the compassion. For you, for your own happiness of enlightenment, and for the happiness of numberless airplanes, numberless God, numberless animals, numberless numberless spirits, or to cause happiness to up to the enlightenment. Oh, there's compassion. Okay. Then that free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment by oneself alone, and therefore a master achieve a state of omniscience. So therefore then going to listen to the teaching. Just going over the book on Lama Tsongkhapa's transparent teaching. This I haven't seen this before. What I have a short one like that from Lama Tsongkhapa in my book. That is a little bit worn out, but different subject. I think not this one. This because I came here just to operation only for that, so didn't come here to teach. It wasn't to operation. So then I stayed here. So that book didn't come. Well, so sheriff there found out. Then this from Lama Tsongkhapa was teaching. So then I requested Geshe Dukta to give it all transmission, the whole entire Lama Tsongkhapa. I really received many important texts, but even second, third time, from his son has then the Geshe Saba, and then many different lamas, but didn't complete, didn't see that. So I must receive that before I die. Didn't get to start the whole text, but at least leave an imprint in the mind. So, so to add a couple of nuns, monks also take it part way. So those who didn't receive, so then outside people can come through that. So this Lojong, this is a very good explanation. So yeah, but with that, I just want to say, because I was giving advice to particular lay and couples, and I was giving advice to advice, I think so that's some advice before I do this. Okay, so I'll try to quickly. I don't know how much I can do quickly. I'm not sure. So as you know, who heard Lambram, then I said, with the full power. The way how you all the success, happiness come from merits. So therefore, what a different way to get idea, different ways to get merit. So the power, this explanation from the power of the Jingbo. So the Rabbi there, so great power of the they dwell the person himself to say. Then you're going to tell Chewa. So there's a Pavanga saying, having taken the vows, not having taken the vows, there is a extremely great differences. Those who have not taken vows, so small virtue. Those who have taken vows, unbelievable, extensive virtue they collect. So same thing, non-virtue, Mingawang Tatan Tades. Same thing, non-virtue, also same. Lay person do engage in 10 non-virtue, all the 10 non-virtue. Then ordained person committed subtle vices. Break the vow, but the subtle vices, not big one, not break the main vow, no, subtle vices. Ordained person commit subtle vice. Ordained person committed subtle vice. So ordained person committed subtle vice, the subtle vows, not a major vow break, but even small one. That was much heavier than the person engaging all the 10 virtue. 10 non-virtue. 10 non-virtue. Yes, ordained person committed subtle vice is much more heavier than the person engaging in all the 10 non-virtue. You understand? Now, person who has taken bodhisattva, then even those secondary ones, is it so the similar. So they break the bodhisattva, or the who has taken bodhisattva, is the negative karma is much heavier than before breaking the Padmacha. Much heavier. Then now we have taken tantric vow. Then it receives subtle vice. Breaking tantric vow is even not a major vow. Those small one committed small vices. Those who have taken tantric vow, all this nikrama is much heavier then they broke the Buddhist vows, even the some subtle ones. Oh, so it goes like that, higher. Heavier. But now, then he's like, the power says, some people say, if you have taken the vow, then you carry much heavy in the Dharma. Somebody says that. So, trying to abstain from the vow, taking vows. So, Pabanga says, Hiruka Pabanga says, not that at all. Not that at all. Then, Madamega is teaching, so, the cause of the Deva human rebirth, no other, only morality. No other, only morality. I read it. Jibon Deva human, it's only, no other cause, only morality. Wow. So therefore, to receive higher, in the next life to get human rebirth, then you need to do the vow in this life. So you see here, very clear expression. In the next life, to receive human body again. Then, then you should take now vow, morality. Then must protect morality. Must protect morality now. Without that, only making charity, without protecting morality, only making charity that alone, then you get born Naga. No, animal realm, the Naga, who is unbelievable, which grand jewel on the top, on the crown, when they Nagas and Devas and which grand jewel. So when the bodhisattvas, footprint on the left on the road, then they process the Nagas and the Devas. So there's unbelievable wealth, Nagas, unbelievable. So without practicing morality, just to make charity, you get born Naga. What is Naga? So besides that, if you have promised a vow, then virtue, then now it's very important. If you have taken a vow, then the virtue, unceasing, all the time, virtue, you quiet virtue. Vow, you see? How much vow you have taken? Without the promise, the virtue, you get virtue, you all day night, all the time you quiet, all the time. There's no break. So, then if you promise, what are you going to see? Non-ordination, practice, as a non-vow, then non-virtue, continuously, day and night, continuously, or non-virtue, you get non-virtue. For example, butchers, you say, you promise to be butcher, killing those animals, or a wine cellar. So your whole life you want cellar, you see. One cell. Oh, then and then proceed. One cell proceed, so forth. You see, once you promise that, live like that, then non-virtue increases all day, night, or even during sleep, all the time it increases. You have to know that. Don't miss it. You have to know that. Even while you're playing football, I mean, just have something to say. Whatever. Even during the play, the negative karmas, what you promise to be Buddha, to oneself, or pursuit of words, so in things, see, all increases all the time. Like that. You have to know this. So now, important thing, please listen. One who is living the vow to abandon killing, and one who is not living the vow abandon killing, they stay together. It is similar, both of them not killing. Or the person not living the vow, abandon killing, but you see the time, the time not killing. Even though it's similar with the person living the vow of not killing, but the one who is not living the vow doesn't increase virtue, then at all the time. Abandon killing, the virtue, living that vow. So increasing the virtue, abandon, living the vow, abandon killing. Always increasing day and night, all the time, while you're playing, or while you're eating, sleeping, all the time. It's not there. It's not there. But who is living the vow, even though that time similar, not killing the same, but the person living the vow, abandon killing, then I think why is shouting. That's the color. So, person living the vow, so to not kill or living the vow, virtue increases day and night, all the time, while he's eating, while he's, going to the bathroom with the water, he's sleeping all the time, doing play, increase all the time. You have to know that. So vow, this is the example, so abandon killing. So all the lesson. Then more number of vow is more virtue, more merits increasing day and night all the time. You understand? Wherever you are with the people, you are alone. So it says like that. Gin Upasika Vow, who is living the Upasika Vow, then the 5 complete Upasika Vow, even not that 2, 3, 4, 5, it's whatever. Then that much merit, how much vow, morality you took, vow you took, all the increase all the time. You have to know that. Then there's a seminar who is living 36 vow. Getsul. Then 36 vow. Then there's that much merits in day and night, all the time increase. Even while the person is sleeping, or even while the person starts singing, you see. Yeah? So much of word increases all the time. So now the bhikshu is 253 vows. And I think Gelongma's, 360 Karatuja. Huh? What? 365. So Gelongma. So much virtue, so much merits. English, you see. So even they don't do anything, just even it's just sleeping or So how much they live to the metta vow, so much to rejoice. So those ordained persons, you see, even they don't practice Dharma precisely or procession or doing something, even they don't do, but even they just relax, gossiping or playing or, you see, even during the sleep,
There's no device capable of audio playback connected.
Then marriage, see, the complete Vajrasattva, then there's air places, there's air places, air places in the less real part, the air places. Then there's also bodhisattva air places, 8 minor precepts, can you imagine, for one day. Well, unbelievable benefits. That is taking the Buddhist motivation in the front row of the Buddhas. But what's happened there? Well, then the country, Then they're eating white food, not black food. So this follows raw tantric. So those. Then gets to living the 36 vows, 23 vows. So the virtue, the virtue, all the time during sleeping, all the English, all the time. Then bodhisattva, now taking the bodhisattva, then not only party mahasabha, but taking bodhisattva. All the taking wishing bow, entering bow. So wishing bow, then entering bow. Or who have taken entering bow, or then tenesung the ni lokam, pame jujang sonamshu, jimi cheba too much naganyambara jung. Or listen this one. So if you read bodhisattva, it's there. Since you have taken entering bodhisattva, even you fall asleep, even you want to sleep, even become unconscious. But Sunam Shuk, the strength of merits, Dimichaba Tumashi, Nagajama, unceasing all the time, Dimichaba unceasingly, so many virtues, Nagajama, then, you see, right, skies limitless. So skies of merit, you receive it always. Naganyamba Rabdijin. So extremely so much of the received the Naganyamba equal in the sky. Sky is limitless. Equal in the sky, merits you get all the time. You understand? You remember this. Keep this in mind. That's it in teaching. What you can do if they're alive. So those who have taken, sometimes the bodhisattva taken, well, not tongues. Those who have taken initiation, great initiation, then there's always bodhisattva. Even Janam has a bodhisattva before. So the bodhisattva wishing vow, entering vow. You understand? You have to know that. This is why you have to rejoice. If you have not taken, you rejoice others who are doing, who live in the vow, taking tantric vow, bodhisattva tantric, the unbelievable merits. Wow, because this is bodhisattva vow. Wow. Then you are living in the vow, in the bodhisattva vow, then you rejoice. Unbelievable merits all the time. You understand? No. Now you see how you are doing, how you are making your life meaningful. You understand? Do you recognize now? The Japan says, so then living tantric vow, then even more, merits increases. So those who have not taken any vow, unless they do purposely, prostration or whatever, making charity or system basic, unless they do, otherwise normally you see, while you're eating, while you're sleeping, you don't call it marriage. You don't call it marriage. Unless you do one like that particular thing. So now the people who live in the vow, every day the virtues, Dharma's virtue increases. So the big difference who not live in the vow, who live in the vow. So much difference in time. So you don't follow small mind, very small mind. You follow very small mind. I can do. I can do. Then nothing. Then that happens. Finish your precious life. Not like this. Totally cheat yourself. Not like that. So the Farmer says, lay person do sojung, like the advanced precepts, I mean, there's lay 5 precepts, 1 precept, 2 precepts. Then but then lay 8 precepts for 1 day. Then advanced precepts. Marriage. There was good taken with us vow. So. Or then more than sky marriage. You call marriage. There's the 8 precepts. So, precepts you marriage more than sky, like that 8 times, because you've done with bodhisattva. You understand? Listen here. So even what the lay person can do, any time we want. Once you go to the lineage, Then there's a bodhisattva, so one should attempt. So that I recite one time. So I want to say this. The thing is Jabale, king of the sutras, king of the concentration. Karwa Buddha said this. Karwa Chawakange Chenyedu Tang Esenji Setan Komnam Tang Dudang Padema Me Tama Yi Sange Chawa Tashi Rimde Che Kange Tanju Rabde Jibatang Deshi Temba Gaba Jue Che 인텐트네 라바 직접아 선드는 대외 체제 파. So I thought you understood that. 까바차바 그게 진이 뜻인데. Eons. How many eons? 10 million eons. 10 million eons. Chewa. $100,000 saya. Oh, Chechen saya is Chewa. So, how many eons? How many eons? Chewa. 100,000. Sorry, 100. No, 100,000. So 10 saya is 1 chawa. 10 saya is 1 chawa. So eons, how many eons chawa? Then, like that, how many times? Equally number of the scent glands of river Ganga. So this, when you listen to when you talk about benefits of bodhisattva, Ganga is a Pacific Ocean, not Indian river Ganga, Pacific Ocean. I think many I don't know about didn't specify benefits of emptiness. Also use the same. So so much is Pacific scent glands of the Pacific Ocean. But this I'm not sure. So maybe Indian river Ganga. So eons. How many eons? Chiwan Chawa. That is 10,000. No. 10,000 is 1 saya. So 10 times saya. 10 times saya is 1 chawa. So how many eons? 1 chawa. How many times like that? Now how many times like that? Okay? Equal the number of the scent glands of the Ganga, even the Indian river Ganga. Can you imagine? Scent gland in your hand, you take the scent gland like this, and you say, equal number of the scent glands of scent gland. What do you have in hand? Even you said that, wow, 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 wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Amazing. Even you say scent glands, what do you have in the hand? So now, Indian river Ganga, scent glands of equal number of the scent glands of Indian river Ganga. You see? So I didn't see the commentary, so I don't know. So I say Indian river Ganga. So length of time. Now, with a devotional mind, then you may offer him what? Food, drinks, umbrellas, patent flags, garlands of light. You may offer him tantric. tactics, I think, tricking. The Sangye Chawa tantric. So you offer Sangye Chawa, Buddha 1 million. As a Buddha, yeah. Ten times Saya is 1 Chawa. So Buddha, Chawa, Chawa. Like that, how many? 30 trillion. Or that many Buddhas you make offering, such extensive offering. For so long, you understand? But, no, you see, compared to benefits. Kangi tamjir of the Tibetan. Somebody, when the teaching Buddha degenerates. So now it's time over-degeneration. Not degeneration, over-degeneration. When the teaching Buddha, when the teaching Buddha, one is being stopped. So now now teaching Buddha being stopped. You see. So you take only one vow, such as abstinence for killing or something. Yeah? Only one vow. The daytime, daytime and nighttime. Just one day. Only one vow. Living only one vow. Or one day, that means Sunday and nighttime. It's 1 day. This merits far more greater than person. There is 1 chawa, eons, 1 chawa, and like that, number of centigrams of river Ganga with the devotional mind make all those offerings. Then Buddha's 1 chawa, like that, billion times you offer for so long. Wow, the merit. Then somebody in degenerate time, Buddha teaching getting stopped. Taking 1 precept 1 day. Or the merits to get correct merits far more greater than that other first person who made existence for such a long time. So I want just to say there's other quotations there. So that's all right. So now, there's a very important thing to listen. So now, here, so you're not living in any vow, but creating so much negative karma. Constantly like rainfall, like snowfall, like waterfall, day and night, with the body, speech, mind. Or somebody living in a vow also isn't, degenerating vow also see. Even the root doesn't break, but the secondary was So however, so therefore you need to practice Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva. Okay. So if you did not recite Vajrasattva 15 days ago, you didn't recite Vajrasattva. One negative karma killed one insect or chain life. Spiritual realization. You don't have realization, but you show. Stealing, conduct. Chain life, because wow, that's Channa Vajra. Even one, from that one quality. So I never recited Vajrasattva. 15 days ago, then this one negative karma increases. I just want to give an example. One negative karma increases day by day. After 15 days, it becomes 10,000 negative karma by increasing. That whatever is the 10 lie, whatever is 10 virtue from that one. You 15 days, you never receive Vajrasattva. Or then, after 15 days, it becomes negative karma ought to increase 10,000 and 8,000, 10,000 and 8,000. So 18,000, yeah. And 184, 10,000 and 8,000, 18,000, and 184 increase. That one negative karma you commit. After 15 days, by increasing, become Dharma. So like that, any non-virtue collect, any with the bodhisattva mind, any you collect, all increase day by day. They all increase day by day. So everything become, after 15 days, everything become 10,000, 8,000, 184. You understand? Every negative karma, every single negative karma, increases day by day. Then the next one, so many years ago, I saw the Papanga. After 18 days, then the one non-virtues increasing. After 18 days, it became 100,000. 100,000 by increasing, it became 100,000. 72, 100,072. But I don't know whether there was something else between. I didn't see the notes. Many notes are become unclear because so many years ago, it's done with the pen, normal pen, you see, ball pen, normal pen, then it doesn't last. After something it disappears, or special water goes. So many of my notes become like that. So only from Swiss I got the Uli, with old Shakespeare. He gave me some pen, that black ink, tiny. We can write so tiny. Because that time my eyes good, and was younger, so I can write and read so tiny. So that one says, doesn't cause danger by if the notes. If you're going to you give me notes to use for your life, or you have to let's say the ink which cannot be destroyed by water, but best. So after 18 days, it increases. The one non-virtue increase 100,000, then 72,000. So I'm not quite sure whether there's something between. So That must increase by Delja Pavanga, Hiruga, Delja Pavanga said. All right, this is I want you to know. So what we can do with your life? Whether you live in vow or you're not living in vow. You know, not living the Parsamach vow, not at all, not even the Uvaska vow. So anyway, so anybody, if you have realization, renunciation, emptiness, especially bodhisattva, that's different. But thus, I suggest how the importance of Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva, the wrong one, 100 syllable, 21 times. 21 times. So, if you recite that with the meditation, four power, remedy four powers. So if you do that, then it's become very powerful compassion, not just Rasamada, but with the remedy four powers. Very powerful. Then it stops increasing today's Nikritama. How much we could do with bodhisattva mind today doesn't increase tomorrow. Oh, that's first thing that. Then it purifies all the past Nikritama. Today, including what you collect today was purified. You have to understand that. So, you see, it helps to not increase today's Nikritama tomorrow. Okay? I think that Chizim Buddha said, I think so by increasing tomorrow we double. Yes, it's true. So double, triple result, Baba, easily, you see, if you don't result Vajrasattva. So if you can't recite wrong, then Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva pe. But my Guru Rinpoche, I wrote a letter to Rinpoche, asked Rinpoche replied to me, Vajrasattva Hum is better. Yeah, Vajrasattva Hum. So the Katsure, if you broke tantric vow for that, then 100,000 times Vajrasattva mantra. You know, if you recite with the limit, of course, remedy for powers, of course. So if you do 100,000 times, then get purified. You know? So that's it is said. So I told a few days ago, since you have taken my highest tantric initiation, then if you brought the root, then how many seconds pass? Then how many seconds pass? That many eons you have to be suffer in the hell rhythm until you take back Shaktam, confess and take vows. So that's why His Honour often emphasized to take the self-initiation. So there's a elaborate one, middle one, and the very short one. So they're like that, they go to your convenience. So it's good. In Tantric College, in the Royal Tantric College example, is the exception to recite monks, even they haven't done retreat, but in the monastery, in their monastery, is the exception. The monks are allowed, even haven't done retreat, but they can do the puja, do the self-initiation. It's the exception from Tibet. But it seems outside. But outside maybe it seems maybe you can't do take self-initiation without retreat. So generally then you have to do this retreat, enabling retreat, lay room enabling retreat. Oh, so you have to do that. Because enabling that may have a elaborate one, middle one, short one. And then, anyway, in the past 1,000, the heart went, but now there's time designated, so you have to do 4,000. Says there was the pipe with that. So now there's one thing you have to understand. You have taken tantric vow, but you degenerate tantric vow. You collected a heavy naked karma. Even you have done great purification, like Vajrasattva, that even you did great purification. But the result of that, even though the negative karma, you are purified. By reciting 100,000, the Vajrasattva mantra, that the brothers about they purify. Yeah? But to generate realization in your mind. For example, you're going to generate bodhisattva tomorrow. Today, you broke the vows or something. See? So, this week or month, year or something, even though you did Vajrasattva or some Vajrasattva or self-initiation, you can purify, but generating realization, for example, you're going to generate bodhisattva renunciation tomorrow, then it postponed. Also, you can do compassion, all that, but the realization gets postponed. So far postponed. So far. So much realization got put off for a long time. You see, you have to understand all these things, details. So total. So however, so there's big differences. As in, your leg, the Prabhupada says, your leg, nothing broken, and the broken leg fixed. Big differences. Broken leg fixed, and never broken, healthy. So the two very differences. One is healthy, one is not healthy. So like that. So even you purify the Nigrama, able to purify, but the realization that's going to happen tomorrow or this week or this year, or put off so far, put off so far. You have to know that. So therefore, however, then you need compassion in your mind. You need to do very strong compassion. Very strong compassion in your mind. So now, conclusion, I say, if you can do to please the Guru most, or that's everything, that purifies everything. That brings to enlightenment fast. That's everything. To the most pleasing the Guru. So. Just a side talk. So we are supposed to build our 50-story Amitabha Buddha on the Buddha Gaya, as you heard so long. So then I offered the land to his sons. To his sons. Wow. To his sons. So in the morning, went to see his sons. Sons recited Malusam Jakunju Kunjachin, do they put some message on the Monomal Jam the Kojan, so that invocation prayer, invocation, Buddha, when they do that prayer, so much recited. Yes. And can't imagine, I never dreamt like that, how his son is unbelievable place. You see, this place, not just the offering land, his son is going to use this land to main place all his, how to say, what the English word. So now there's so many books, you see, his own teaching it. So, all this education, how to say, preserved there, from there, then to benefit the rest of the world. From there, Buddha, from there, then to benefit the rest of the world. So not only, so that to be done, life to isness, all the incarnations, life to life. You see, do that. Unbelievable. And then his son said, now you can, and now I don't remember the exact word, now you can relax. And it means that all the past nigdamas purified, whether it's not going to be happy, not relaxed, something like that. It's just that morning, but all the private overseas people is in there, in the same room. They're all there. And you would never dream that. You would never dream like that. So as soon as so unbelievably pleased. So Kandala says, you're building this 500 meter statue 200 times more than that. this marriage requires much more than 50 story Amitabha, rather 200 times, building 200 times. I said that. It was just amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow, wow, wow. So that morning, whatever I request, except God's initiation and Krishna, that's also difficult, but very important initiation and initiation for teaching. Whatever I request, everything. So like that, and just give me a side talk. So that's it. You see, wow, that's everything. Everything like that. So okay, I do the Lama Vajrasattva. I think I may have done in the past, but Vajrasattva initiation, no? Vajrasattva initiation last time? I did it one time. I did it one time. Not past life. That the room, those who have in this room, then escape. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manu Palaya Vajrasattva Tenova Tija Membawa Sudhya Membawa Subhushu Membawa Anurata Membawa Savasize Meba Yasa Sawa Kama Susa Mise Samashire Yamaguru Ha Om Bhagavan Savata Kata Besa Mame Munsa Besar Bewama Samaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manabalaya Vajrasattva Tenova Tija Membawa Subhushu Membawa Subhushu you normally recite Subhakayama Subhakayama I think the whole life, but the Sanskrit, the Christian Bhajaja's relative sung his name is he died a long time ago. Very good monk. He is one of the experts in Sanskrit. The 4 monks and Varanasi expert in Sanskrit. So they were told by Sanskrit to translate from Tibetan into Sanskrit text. Yeah. So sometime I asked him about the Sanskrit mentors. Yeah, so good colds, very heavy colds, and they died. He was taking his mother. I don't know what happened to the mother with him. Yeah. So there is 2 ways of reciting, but the other one I don't remember. Sure, it's one. There's one that he says one Sanskrit. Then there's another one, but I don't remember that. Subhashu Amebhava Sudhashu Anurata Mebhava Savasase Mebhaya Sava Kama Susamesesa Shri Yama Guru Huma Ha Ho Bhagavan Savatata Kata Besa Mama Zabisare Behama Samai Katua Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenava Tija Mebhava Savashyama Sudhasya Mebhava Anurata Mebhava Savasya Mebhava Savakama Susamesisa Shri Yama Guru Ha Bhagavana Savatata Kata Besa Mama Zabisare Behama Samai Katua Vajrasattva. So that's enough. So I don't have to go through. I don't remember there's a meaning of the short mantra, but I don't remember. So long, so I just leave that. So much depends on faith. It's not so much power. It's not so much what you recite correctly, or even that so much doesn't depend. It's mainly it depends on your faith, because in Tibet, Chapter Song just said, in Tibet, one monk came while the Lama was very busy, so he asked for teaching. So the Lama said, your nose is like Raksha. Raksha is Hindu sadhus. They wear long mala, rough, very big, rough, you know. Oh, so your nose is like Raksha, the mala. So that person, the monk person took it very seriously. That's the mantra. That's the mantra he received. So he been recited that, your nose is like Raksha. He been recited that, then he became a very famous healer. So one time Lama has infection, as he has the infection here in the throat. So the attendant said, oh, there's a famous healer arrived in the country. Very famous healer. So should we invite him? Then Lama said, yes. So one day, but it was that the monk from the Lama gave me, your nose is like Raksha. So the monk recited back to Lama, your nose is like Raksha. The Lama loud. Then burst this one. The pus came out, they healed. But loud, yeah, that's, similar this, the Lama Tsongkhapa, Untitled Chapter, Lama Tsongkhapa's correct mantra is that. The mother has been reciting normally. So probably, I think it is, you can cook stones. Probably this is a mantra to use when you run out of food, when there's a famine, no food. I think might be that time to be able to cook the stones to eat. So the mother has said unbelievable. So one day her son, the monk, came to home. So mother said unbelievable. So the monk's her son, the monk said, it's incorrect. It's Amitabha Buddhist Centre. So he tried to recite the correct one, stone doesn't get cooked. Only one she recited unbelievable, then get cooked. So some people are so much concerned over how correct with this. Generally one side that's important for the education. To spread to others. But power comes from your main faith, not so much the word. You have to know that. Yeah, and tantra practice, especially need to have devotion, faith, very important. So anyway, she recited, doesn't get cooked. And then when she recited unbelievable, then she don't get cooked. So that's. So So then, yeah. Well, that's yeah. Then the Lama Tsongkhapa said, "Oh, sorry." So I thought there was a need. It's very important. This part was talk. I was yeah, for ordained, non-ordained, for everybody. So that if you understand, yeah. Okay. So this is very good teaching. This Lama Tsongkhapa. This I haven't seen before. What I've had is a different one. Different. So maybe I don't know. I stopped somewhere, but maybe I just could go over. So requested by anyway, from the holy mouth of the virtual friend, advice, short advice, very brief advice, taking suffering in the path to enlightenment. So, Lama Tsongkhapa was saying the Lama who requested, there's Tembe Tara Lapes, the person is the root of the teachings who preserve, the root of teaching. So, so it's my understanding here. Of course, the subject here is already something he practiced, something he actualized. Is it to sin Jubale Myome? So something which he practiced, then explain again. So something which he done already. So I think that's what it means. When can katsal michabe chizo dodet sona, but katsal michabe chizo, but not to break the what is katsal. So katsal is like somebody higher. They give advice to regret you. It's a katsal. So you should respect the word. Katsal asked. But katsal, they requested gave the advice, katsal, granted advice. Mitzvah which is should not break that. If I explain you in the condensed way, Dungalam the Sevani Nijis Rinpoche, the utilizing the suffering in the past means past enlightenment. You should know Niji Rinpoche, you should know by two methods. Thither Dungalam they will lot avatars. So you have to know what they are to. Thither like this, Dungalam they will lot. You should stop the thought. You should stop the thought undesiring the suffering. You should stop the thought undesiring the suffering. That's first. Then from that, the actual body, utilizing the suffering in the path. Or you can say, bringing the suffering in the path to enlightenment. So there are two men, you see, we have to know that. Dunga sere chitam, chava tesam, chi even dewa pewe, the dunga. How much you to suffer, how much you sere, I don't know what the English word, dunga, how much you concerned. And that's English, not the English word. How much you concerned the suffering. Oh, that much, then happiness increases. You see, after Lama, there's Kapan, Weapon, Inca Lama, Nepali, past lives, Nepali, Normang, Mary Lama, but I think somebody with a very good heart, many disciples, lived in San Bernard, top of the Samuel steward. So in the house, not in the street, but in the house, the temple. So he passed away. Then I think he reincarnated. But he recognized by Karmapa, the past life Karmapa, the people. So that time he had some clairvoyance. So somebody things get stolen or something they can tell. He did, I think, few things, then he stopped. Seems. Then after Lama. So we have Kapan. He was brought, when he was a child, he was brought Kapan by Nepalese monk, or Swamin's Sigundesha monastery monk, a Nepalese monk brought there to learn the philosophy. So then he finished, I think the Madhyamika and Avasana, I don't think he finished all, but Abhidhamma Kosam Binay, but I think finished, Avasana Madhyamika, I think. Then he was sent to translate in New Zealand, Gesapalsing, Mahamudra Centre to translate for some years, I don't know. Then he was sent to Boston to translate Vajrasattva. Then one day, I don't know, he suddenly went to the airport alone. Then he came back. He never discussed anybody. He did by himself. Came back. Then, he was in Nepal. He has Dharma Center, not below temple, but near Buddha. So recent time I was long in Buddha, could not go there. This time went there on Buddhist day. There are many Nepalese doing and so we try to help and so he has monasteries, different parts of Nepal, not in Kashmir, but different. And so I try to help myself could not go, should go, but could not go different parts of Nepal to even, I don't know anything, but I say few words to people. But Dharma, you see, so he has many tamangs, many tamangs in different parts of Nepal. So give some money to, so first time $100,000. So he never expected, he never asked. So I know that he needed. So I was asking what he's doing. And there is after when we were taking the initiation project, so after the prayers, we did prayer that time, then he come to prayer, then finish with a talk. More talk there, then Kapan. So then I offered him to, I don't want to spend time, spend all of those homes, and this is, no, only to build temple into those places where there's no temple. People so poor, no temple, even somebody will come to give teaching, there's no place to give teaching. So I want to only build a temple and stupa so that they can go, even they don't Dharma, they can go still down to anybody, create a pure Dharma and save them from the Lord and create a cause of enlightenment, stupas and travels and like that. So temple, because so the place where they can come to procession, make prayer, to receive teaching, all that. So when they pass on Nepal, so after that, help $10,000, try to help, sometime. So to help in Nepal, it's different, so far. So they said the conclusion that before the COVID came in Nepal, before the COVID, because the people heard here, COVID is so bad and so much pain, and you die in the beginning, so much fear. So he said, in some part of Nepal, people died before the COVID came, just by hearing how dangerous it is. So people died by that. Oh, that's. Do you understand it? There was so much concern. Wow, so much concern. Wow. So you die with that. You understand? So steady. So much concern. I don't know the exact English word. So concerned, so exaggerated by means so difficult, harm yourself. You understand? Steady. So how much you concern the suffering, then that much unhappiness increases. So for yourself, unhappiness so much. Then so the dungla, so that then they torment you. It torments you. You see? So nobody torment you, but you torment yourself. You understand? Then due to Shaitan, but depending on that, due to Shaitan, then your mental condition is like waves, you know, waves kind of violent, you see, the water, so that your mind disturbed, your mind so disturbed, then increase anger. Then shimmers your next life. You know, because of that, next lives, then you get suffering in the hell, the hell realm, in the human realm, in next lives, they will say, much more heavier than now. Or suffering, or so much suffering rises, then that torment you, next life. All of it. Next life. Next lives. So therefore, learned one, that's the unlearned one, ignorant one. So what they do, that's that. So now the learned one, she's thinking, should not generate the thought that so has a feeling so unbearable to the suffering. Should not generate the thought, feeling so unbearable. So that the power of that thought is to not generate so feeling so unbearable the suffering. So you see that the second one, thought, thinking that so to develop with the reasons, with the many reasons, then should have never young done the Java charges. So should have definite understanding again and again. In the Jana, Dunga Chembe Jang Dunga Magician, if we generate courage, if we generate courage, then even the great suffering doesn't torment you. If we generate great courage, so this is the second thought our is great courage. Then even the great suffering can, even you have a great suffering problem, but cannot torment you. So that means even it's a big problem, but for your mind, because you can develop that courage, the mind. So you see, it's about thinking the benefits of the problem. By thinking the benefits of the problem. But seeing the problem, that your problem is a happiness, that's happy. By thinking the benefits of the problem. Benefits of then even you have a big suffering, but becomes small to your mind. Or no suffering. You see, when you experience destroy yourself, when you experience for other sentiments, numberless sentiments, or the no suffering, or some suffering problem become very small. So anyway, it doesn't torment you. Even great suffering, but cannot torment you. Understand? Indulge Dharma. Indulge Dharma, Dharma Bayang. Dunga Juichide. So as I said before, the people, Nepal people come to camp, they died. So indulge Dharma, Dharma Bayang. Dunga Juichide. So courage is small. Dharma means courage is very low. Rogamava. Somebody who is not courage. Somebody who is very concerned, this and that, or someone to say, not courage. So then is even Dharma Baya Dungabaji, even if it's not there, Dharma Baya is not there, but so much concern, or something unnecessary, something which is unnecessary. Then you think you got so much concern, you make big suffering, you exaggerate, make big suffering, big problem. But I think, for example, in Singapore, I heard that people don't like to hear death. People don't like to hear death, don't want to think of death. Don't want to think of death. It's the ignorant death. Because I think it's like the West, even though scientifically, whatever, much degree, but most important thing in their life, the biggest suffering, the end of the life, biggest one that you really need to take care of, that you solve, you see, big suffering after that. You see, that because they haven't met with Dharma, so they don't know they have no idea how to solve that problem. No idea. So they're just ignorant. They don't think. They're just ignorant. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. When you die, then all this worry here. But if that helps, ignorant death, it helps. When you die, no fear, worry, separating from your all the belongings, separating from your family that you're so much attached to, your children, your wife, your husband. So then separating from your body, the cherish is most important than all the sentiments. Oh, you worry about precept. That's the first thing. Then next, that's your Lord of suffering. You must. That never question, never know. There's no. So the first thing, the separation was this. Wow, so much worry, fear. But if usually you don't think that, okay, that time you should not worry, fear. You should not worry, fear at all. But it doesn't that. You so much worry, fear, then you die by crying, blah, blah, blah. Then the whole family is so upset, even they don't know what to do, and so much worry, fear for our family. Your friends, your family. So they are. What is it? Yeah. So, so it's like that. Singapore is like that, like Western, you see? Because it's the most important thing. Most important thing. You see, all the Dharma practice, everything, all Dharma practice, it helps that. All the Dharma practice. Even you practice patience with your friends or somebody, you see, you practice patience, not getting upset. That will help dead son to be happy, to not have problem like this. Happy. So like that, you see, like that, for example. But you see, so anyway. So when the reality happens, wow, you can't do anything. So because basically between the Dharma. So if you make Dharma, then that's the important subject to you make preparation for that, to not suffer, to happiness. But of course, bodhisattva is best to have your death. See, so but in Singapore, in the West, but can do, yeah, and so that term, so no meanings. You ignore. So in one way, you don't think it, but if you think it is so much suffering, you don't know what to do. So much suffering. So term, doing our duty without meaning, then becomes so much suffering. So it's like that. You see? But here you ignore. Oh, you see? But you think it's so much suffering. But you don't know what to do. So, you see? Because that, we meant Dharma. We meant holy Dharma. This life. You understand? So, now, so therefore, we should recognize how we are fortunate. Because we know what happened to death. How that is important to prepare suffering to happiness. Even though you are not free from death, but you use the death, happiness like changing dress. You go from there, you go to Pure Land, you get better reports and more benefits, and it means you get realization. So that is term, no meaning that. Then it's so much suffering. Example. So, you see, Lama Tsongkhapa gave example. Power rang, maybe a tautona, but then harmonization. Hero, you are sort of hero, then you are in the war or something, you see, that you got injured. You see blood, you are injured. If you see, then especially, but then harmonization, you get especially courage, unbelievable courage. You get, you see, unbelievable courage. Then the no courage, people who have no courage, Dharma, Shame taught on us. People who have no courage, you have courage, then like this. But people who have no courage, then you see blood and injured others. And blood, you see the blood coming, you see? Then you get offended. You know, you get offended. Oh, so difference is who has courage and who doesn't courage. Randa Tamala, Randa Chosen. Now utilizing path, utilizing your suffering in the path to enlightenment. There are two. Rana third day Lamda Chawata depend you, then utilizing in the path to enlightenment in Chawata. Shanla Mide Chawa Nile. Then but think of others, then utilizing the suffering in the path to enlightenment. So I stop here.
Sa shi boge chu shi me to tra ri ra ni shi ning de gen pa de sang ge shin do me de u wa cho gun nam da shin kan cho ma ye dam guru ra na me da la gam ni ya da ya.
Did all the past the best which I made is a glad brother, I made is a glad brother, number listen, number listen. May the bodhisattva was the source of all the happiness and success. In the enlightenment for oneself, for every sentient being made with generosity, with one's heart in the heart of all numberless happiness, numberless hunger, numberless sakasang, numberless animal, numberless human, numberless spirit, numberless asura, numberless intimate service. On that which then which bodhicitta which generated in the mind may be increased. Oh, Chanjo, Senjo, Rinpoche, Amaje, Bana, Jeju, Keva, Nyamba, Ameba, Kone, Kundu, realize emptiness. Konde Rangxi, Donta Meba, Da Junje, Tende, Lua Meba, Penza Game, Rosa Chawai, Lojo Konde, Tawara Jinji, Tera Gundo Java Tsongkhapa Techo Shinyi Musu Zebetu Kewe Ngabe Lamsa Tinida Keche Tanyang Doba Manju Bande Lama Chiku Chintawa Godang Guze Zata Shinga Cheje Senjo Sambo Chintawa Dakwana Dasu Juwa Mejo Namdara Tame Chintan Dela Je Jase Chebe Teto Chage Rimi Namjo Losan Javi Tenda Java Bande Lame Nambra Tawa Keje Samya Lota Meke Jinje Leva Toe Mugu Lame Chela Samla Jupara Bedang Zoa Mangu Beijing Wa Basa Senje Rewa Gongze Be Samba Dashi Jo. Then, yeah, then I say, okay. So anyway, I'm going to take it from the Lama Tsongkhapa prayer, so His Holiness. But I think, yeah, the essence I think is easy. Oh, did all the parts of the Vajra marriage, chocolate drive, Vajra marriage, chocolate number listen to me, number Buddhas. Oh, matter war, famine, disease, all the problems in the world, and the dangers of earth, water, fire, wind, all these things, unbelievable nowadays. So much suffer. So to be stopped immediately. All those things, the wars, Russia and Ukraine, and so forth, all that. And may this world filled with the perfect peace, happiness, and including enlightenment, by generating loving kindness, compassion, thought, bodhisattva in everyone's heart. And did all the part of the Bija marriage to Kulatama, Tara marriage to Kulatama, numberless sentiment, numberless Buddhas. Many sentient being who see me, touch me, remember everything of me, hears my voice. Just that, any sentient being who hears my voice, meet me, see me, touch me, remember everything of me, just by that. May all their suffering be pacified immediately. Due to all the past, the best of future marriage, Amitabha marriage, numberless sentient beings, numberless Buddhas. That which exists in the mere name, merely labeled by the mind. That I who exists in the mere name, middle level to about the mind. achieve the Buddhahood, which is the middle level of Bhagavan. Lead all the sentient beings who are middle level about the mind, who exist in mere name, who exists in mere name. Otherwise, some people don't understand it, they will think in nihilism, no sentient being, there's no sentient being, it's dangerous to think like that. They cannot stay in the middle view. Madhamika. Lead to the Buddhahood, which exists in the mere name. Middle level of Bhagavan. By myself alone. Lead to that means by myself alone, who also exists in the mere name, mere level by the mind. Jamal Jimbo Gunda Sambote, Dokundi Jetundalo, Jiki, then Chebe Jawa, then Jung Wakala, then Sambo as a Syrian Buddhist dedicate the merits, I will dedicate all of my merits to me. Jide Gamande Heyande Good night.